Hi, my name is Katie Smith, and I'm the founder and CEO of Minerva.
And I'm Ryan Stierwalt, the co-founder and CFO of Minerva and a 10-year military veteran who has experienced chronic pain for a long time as a result of my military service. Katie and I started working together a year and a half or 2 years ago and on some of the quantitative classes in her first year of business school. And while we were doing that, she told me about this idea she was using for a venture pitch competition that was whole health treatment for chronic pain. I thought it was an amazing idea. And having been through a bunch of the programs that the VA has to offer, I suggested to her that we might be able to take it to the VA and use it to help the veterans community as well. She's really taken that idea and run with it.
So here's a look at the problem. Currently, there are 5.4 million veterans who experience chronic pain, and opioids have been the historic remedy for chronic pain at the VA. And there are zero apps for chronic pain education for veterans. The solution is Minerva, which is a program for chronic pain to help rewire the brain delivered through an app. And this can be used alone or in combination with curriculum for veterans groups through the Department of Veteran Affairs. So why now? There's a surge in post 9/11 veterans seeking care. And as Ryan mentioned, a new whole health approach at VA hospitals. And mind body medicine, the curriculum in the app that we're developing was the subject of the Boulder back pain study. So this was a randomized controlled trial where the participants had MRI imaging taken of their brain, both pre and post treatment. And then 2/3 of the patients were pain free within 4 weeks, and most maintained being pain free 1 year later. On our team, we have 3 Notre Dame EMBA students and 2 veterans leading finance, marketing, and veteran experience. And we also have some top experts in pain science, health tech, and digital marketing.
Great. So just to run you through some of the financials, we wanted to start out talking about the unit economics. I mean, specifically customer acquisition costs and how that compares to the lifetime value of the customers. Our app marketing specifically that's targeting individual users of the app, we think that spend grows by about 2/3 over the first 3 years. And our customer acquisition cost goes from about $425 per customer as we're just starting out and gets down below $100 by the time we hit year 3. Then to calculate the average customer lifetime value, we again use the revenue build and calculated a weighted average by the different types of customers we expect to target and how many of them there are. We came up with an average customer lifetime value that ranges from about 400 to 500. Then that gives us a ratio of lifetime value to customer acquisition costs of right around 1 in the first year, but it gets significantly better by year 3. And actually, in our forecast, the out years of our forecast, it continues to get better for several years after that.
So as far as our traction, we've onboarded a core team of 5. We've hired contractors in medical legal compliance, government contracts, and chronic pain curriculum. We've hired a curriculum developer, and we've developed a working prototype to begin testing with veterans next month.
Great. And as we go to market, again, we're targeting really these 3 main buckets. The first 2 are the VA healthcare system, where we'll use some of the connections we have with Whole Health at Jesse Brown specifically to begin a pilot program with male veterans. The second big bucket is the payer networks, where we'll go into private insurance companies and use that again to save them money on the amount that they're spending on chronic pain management.
Looking at the competition, currently there are 2 other mind-body apps and also a number of one-off solutions for pain for veterans. Minerva will be the first app designed for veterans with a mind-body approach that provides a low-cost, comprehensive, and lasting solution.
So then moving on to that revenue build, the way we looked at it is for insurance coverage, we're looking at single individuals who will be paid for by a private insurance company. We think that a reasonable amount to charge them is $600 per customer, knowing that they're spending between $1,500 and $3,000 per year per customer on chronic pain. The second big group that we want to target is those VA facilities, where we intend to go and license the app to VA facilities on kind of an all-you-can-eat basis. Then the other two groups are self-pay, which is where a lot of the sales and marketing dollars are going, and then self-pay veteran, which really is about doing something good for the veteran community. And so all in all, our revenue goes from somewhere around $100,000 in the first year over north of 4 million by year 3 and continues to grow in the out years after that.
So regarding our ask and use of funds, we're asking for $10,000 for both app development and curriculum development, $15,000 for licensing content, and $50,000 for staffing for our ambassador program, which is going to be sales and program development with the VA. So finally, looking at Notre Dame as a force for good and social impact, we have a unique opportunity for Notre Dame and for veterans through Minerva. Notre Dame's been training soldiers since 1850 and has 15,000 veteran alumni. So thank you so much for listening. We're Minerva, and we're fighting for veterans to be free from chronic pain.